You read the Bible, Grant?
Yes.
Well, there's this passage I got memorized. Sort of fits this occasion. Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who in the name of charity and goodwill shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness, for he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
Now send me a sign to save my life, 'cause at this moment in time there's nothing certain in these days of mine. Says a funny thing when it burns up on you, that I know as much as the day I was born in. Though I wasn't asked, I might as well stay and promise myself each and every day that when you're not on your back and your life's up, down on the bottom, there's nothing else but to shout to the top. Well, we're gonna shout to the top. We're gonna shout to the top. We're gonna shout to the top. Hey, we're gonna shout to the top. Says a funny thing when it dawns upon you, that I know as much as the day I was born in. Though I wasn't asked, I might as well stay. Shout to the top, shout. We're gonna 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 shout to the top, shout. So when you're not on your back and your life's up, and when you're down on the bottom, you shout. Yes, but shout to the top, shout. Shout to the top, shout. We're gonna shout to the top, shout. We're gonna shout to the top, shout. And when you're not on your back and your life's up front, and when you're down on the bottom, the shout leaders back to shout to the top, shout. We're gonna shout to the top, shout. We're gonna shout to the top, shout. We're gonna shout to the top.
Hi, I'm Johnny.
And I'm Russ.
Join us on the Johnny and Russ Show. This is Johnny and Russ, Spreaker Radio. 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 Oh. Good evening to you all, Spreaker fans and fucking idiots, basically, if you listen to this. And welcome to the Johnny and Russ Show. Yes, unfortunately, just us tonight.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Just us tonight. We had the beautiful and talented Emma Cullen with us on Saturday. Such a successful show, I must add.
Oh, yeah, it's very. Oh, out the ballpark, isn't it?
Out of the ballpark. And
Figures.
And we're definitely having her back. Well, I'd like to have her front as well.
Yay.
No.
I'll have her side.
We're definitely having her back because it was a great show. We had a great time. And she's as mad as we are, which is a bit worrying, really.
For her it is, yeah.
For her it is, yeah. For us it's great. For her it's you know. Anyway, we're
Digress.
back. I've digressed. Russ is watching the football, which I told him to turn it off.
Yeah, I'm going to turn it off.
I told him to turn it off.
I'm not watching West Ham Man City.
He's watching...
I'm watching Espanyol Real Madrid.
Hang on, that was...
Yeah, I've changed it.
You've changed it. You love it, don't you?
Well, I want to see how Gareth Bale's playing.
And how is he playing?
I don't know, I ain't seen him yet.
Yeah. How about Aussie Ardelis having a crash?
What I want to know is what was he doing on the Falkland Islands? Was he having a little raid?
No, he went to see Villiers, didn't he? So have you seen Ricky Villiers? Oh my God, he looks so old.
Well, he is.
I know, but oh God.
Why? Does Ricky Villa lives on the Falkland Islands?
He must do.
Well, how can he be? He's Argentinian.
That doesn't matter, does it? They're both Argentinian.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying.
What are they doing there?
I think they were trying to take it. Gone over there themselves. They said, it's all right, Sozzy and Ricky, they'll just teach us some footballing skills and fucking, not this time, fuckers. Get their gun out and just blow them all to fucking smithereens.
Of course, when, they were playing with Tottenham, the whole thing with the Falklands went off, didn't they?
Villa wasn't. Ardiles was.
82.
I saw...
Villa was playing 81, though.
Yeah, no, Villa was, actually, but he was injured. He was injured. But I saw the game the day after Argentina invaded the Falkland Islands, was the FA Cup semi-final.
Oh, yeah.
At Villa Park, and we played Leicester, and we won 4-0. And he played, and every time he touched the ball, he got booed. Not by the Spurs fans, by the Leicester fans.
Yeah, the Spurs fans wouldn't boo.
He got booed like it was his fault that Argentina invaded
the Spurs fans would never boo Villiers after that.
It was
triumphant.
Not Villa, it was Ardiles.
Or Villiers after that triumphant FA Cup final. Probably one of the greatest goals ever scored by a Spurs player.
Yeah, well, yeah. But any player.
The replay, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I remember sitting there watching it. I remember my dad going... Just him going, oh my word, he said. I remember that.
Yeah, I bet he did.
Yeah, it was just a fantastic goal, wasn't it? But you see, my old dad was a bit my dad was a bit old fashioned in a way. He although he was a Chelsea supporter, he always liked to see Tottenham and Arsenal do well. See?
Yeah, my dad when he was. When he was in his teens, he'd go Arsenal one week and Spurs the next week.
Yeah, so he's got a bit of a soft spot for Spurs.
Well, it's just it didn't have that rivalry. The rivalry only come in the late 60s, early 70s.
Yeah,
that's when it really come. Like a hatred type thing. That's when it come.
Yeah, they weren't. The fans weren't like that years ago.
They weren't like that. No.
Much nicer, really.
Much nicer. Yeah, much nicer.
Much nicer.
But he's all right, Ardiles, isn't he? He's not dying or anything.
No, he's all right.
I mean, I haven't seen anything. He's not dying.
No. They're still showing all clips of him. Like, I'm thinking he's not dead or anything. He's going, Ardiles, who was a Spurs player, and showing all the clips of him playing. It's like he's not dead.
Well, he's
It's like, I remember when
he's
Sean,
as good as dead once he's hung.
I remember when
hung up
Sean
his boots.
Connery had a cancer scare about, I think, 25 years ago. Do you remember that when he had a scare? The papers were he was dead already.
Yeah.
His whole fucking life story and in pictures and.
Mind you, I did like the tribute the Spurs fans done to Trigger on at the Swansea on Sunday when they were singing "One Broom, he's only got one broom" because he was a Spurs fan. Roger Lloyd Pack.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
He ain't no more, and quite frankly, he's fucking lucky.
I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to
What?
the new Only Fools and Horses.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be
David Beckham's in it.
Oh, it's fantastic, isn't it?
Can't fucking wait, can you? You're all on a fucking quiver for
I
it.
can't. I mean, to see one doddering man. Have you seen the pictures of him? Just, it is ridiculous. I mean, there's Granville as Del Boy. Hang it up, son.
Who's that?
That's Julie saying okay. I told her we were
Who?
on.
What?
I told her we were on, and she's come back and said okay. Cunt. They're all going off today, aren't they?
That's just saying that we're on here.
What, that late?
Yeah, I know. You come late.
We all come late, mate. That's the trouble. Hello.
What?
Who's he knocked one? Danny Kent says I knocked one out to her. Who? Who are we talking about?
What? Ozzy Ardiles?
No. Who's he knocked one out
Oh,
to?
to Emma, I would imagine.
Oh. Danny boy.
No, fair play to him.
No, I mind you though.
Tell you what, when she weren't looking, I was knocking one out to her as well.
You can't. That's not nice. She listened to this.
I wasn't really knocking one
I
out
know.
to her.
She knows that because you was it. She was here. Oh, she's knocking one out to her. Yeah, she's a lovely girl, son. Lovely girl, and in fact, as a tribute to her, later on in the show, we'll play her.
What, she did as well?
We'll play her song, the "Turn Me On" one, because she sang it beautifully. We'll play that later.
See him later on.
Anyway, nice to know you're listening, Dan.
So hold on. So what were we just talking about? Oh, Only Fools and Horses. Yeah, no, well, it's only a thing for comic relief, though, isn't it?
What is it? I've got an idea they're going to do it.
Well, if it's a success, they might do a series. I hope they don't, though.
Oh, I hope they don't, because the last 3 were dreadful.
Yeah, well, plus the writer of it's fucking dead.
Yeah. Well, I think they got some people that they got
His sons.
his sons. Yeah.
Well, it don't necessarily mean that they're good writers because their fucking dad was.
I liked it when.
Otherwise,
how about when I thought that? How bizarre was that when Bill Owen died from Last of Summer Wine,
and his son took over. Yeah,
took over. It was so weird. It
but
was
his son was an actor, wasn't he?
yeah, but it was still weird.
But he didn't take over that role.
Yeah, but it was like him.
Yeah, just a younger version of him. Was he playing? Was he playing?
I think so. Yeah, well, of course he was.
Tom Poe's son in it.
Yeah. He didn't last long anyway.
Well, he did. He lasted up till it finished.
No, he didn't.
He did.
No. Did he?
Yeah. He
I'll tell you what,
wouldn't have
that-
finished.
I'll tell you-
Everybody was in that at the
I'll
end.
tell you what, you were jinxed if you were in that. You didn't have long to go. Norman Wisdom, Frank Thornton,
Well,
Brian.
Brian Murphy's still going.
Oh?
Brian Murphy's still going.
Oh, yeah, Brian Murphy. Just about, I think. Great actor, Brian Murphy. To think that he played our old George. I mean, he was only about in his 30s when he played George and Mildred. And you think he was in his 50s, didn't you? 60s. He played it
Well, I
brilliant.
don't think they were meant to be in their 50s and 60s. I think they were meant to be in their early 40s.
No, I think they were meant to be in their 50s.
They were always still talking about kids and things like that, though.
They meant to be in their 50s, I think.
She was still talking about having kids, though.
No. Was she?
Yeah, I saw one the other day where she was talking about having a baby.
Did you?
Yeah.
She was only 50 when she died, you said, Joyce,
Yeah,
wasn't she?
so she must have been in her 43, 44 when that was done.
I mean, there was another case of the actors better than the script.
Yeah.
There was another case of the actors much better. I mean,
the
script was awful, but she was sublime.
Yeah.
Youth Joyce. Fantastic.
And I didn't realise because they were showing Man About the House again. I didn't realise it finished with the bird getting married to his brother.
Of course it did, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. What a terrible programme.
And that was the last ever one?
Last ever one. I used to love Man About the House when I was a kid. Absolutely love it.
You used to love a Man About the House, didn't you? You were fucking getting nonce up all over the place.
Time for a record. Time for...
Anybody out there, Dan, who's listening, you want a record, get in touch with John. We'll play the record for you.
Yeah. Let's have a little bit of... there's a bit of a Sly and the Family Stone. A bit of soul for you. Bit of early soul as well. It's a great song.
Everybody's a Star, this is called.
System tries to bring you down. Never had to shine a light. You don't need darkness to put your thing
The look of love is in your eyes, a look your smile can't disguise. The look of love, it's saying so much more than just words could ever say. And what my heart has heard, well, it takes my breath away. I can hardly wait to hold you, feel my arms around you, waited just to love you. Now that I found you, you've got the look of love. It's on your face, the look that time can't erase. Be mine tonight. Let this be just the start of so many nights like this. Let's take a lover's vow and then seal it with a kiss. I can hardly wait to hold you, feel my arms around you. How long I have waited just to love you. Now that I have found you, don't ever go, don't ever go. I love you so.
Right to the last glorious drop.
Dusty Broom, Dusty Bin in his career before he went on to finger Ted Rogers on 3-2-1. Because they had it, yes. But when he was doing that 3-2-1, that's what he was saying. How many fingers he was putting up Dusty Bin.
Let me tell you something, pal. Ted Rogers was the governor.
He's the governor. He didn't have to worry about him noncing little kids like that lot on the BBC because he was too busy noncing a Dusty Bin. He didn't worry. He didn't care about the kids. He was the opposite of Jimmy Savile. Jimmy Savile, used to go around hospitals and do his noncing. Ted Rogers, in his days off, went on the bin round. He went out with the bin man. He went, "You don't mind, lads, if I come out here on the bins, do you?" They went, "No, Ted, come out with us." And they found him in the alleyway molesting the fucking wheelie bin. Sticking his cock right up it, he was.
Oh, Ted. I used to love 3-2-1.
Yeah, it was a great programme, wasn't it?
Well, it wasn't, but it was great. But
we thought it was great, though, didn't we? We thought it was absolutely fantastic. But it wasn't.
They should bring it back. They shouldn't. No, they shouldn't. They shouldn't. Well, they brought. I'll tell you what. That. What's his name? Who does that fucking catchphrase? I want to shoot him.
Who does it? I don't know.
That's Stephen Mullahan.
Oh, he is such a fucking annoying piece of cunt. That is.
Oh, he's so annoying.
He wants to fucking step away from himself and fuck right off.
He's just... No one's that happy. No one's that jolly.
Not without drugs, anyway.
But you know, the thing is with him, there's something about someone like that obviously isn't that jolly, really. Like Cheggers, for example.
Yeah.
Keith Chegwin was so fucking jolly. And he was an absolute manic depressive drunk.
Yeah.
I love Cheggers for that. Used to piss the bed. Cheggers.
Fucking, I've got this mental image now of Maggie Philbin changing the sheets going, "You've done it again, Keith. You've pissed the bed again."
I used to really fancy Maggie Philbin.
Yeah.
She was lovely, wasn't she?
I can't remember, to be honest with you. I would have fucked it, I would imagine. But considering I was like about 9, I doubt I would have fucked it.
Cheggers plays pop.
Yeah.
I don't
Cheggers
know-
drinks pop, by the sounds of it.
He drinks stronger than pop.
Yeah. Alco pop.
Cheggers drinks alcopop.
By the barrel load.
Do you think he still struggles with it?
Well, I don't know. He's a recovering alcoholic, isn't he?
Aren't we all?
We're all recovering from something anyway.
We are. What are you recovering from?
Fucking having things shoved up my arsehole.
Oh, something I struggle with.
I got addicted to it.
Did you?
Yeah. Couldn't stop. Couldn't stop till...
Which means it's nearly finished. When you said
That
that,
was the other go.
half hour ago.
That was
Well,
the other go.
let's get this off.
No, 6 minutes. Fuggy fresh.
Very fresh.
Anyway, I'm not. It's not like I'm not fucking involved in the show. Bang involved in the show, son.
Bang involved in the show.
Hold on. Who's the one who told the true story about Ted Rogers fingering Dusty Bin?
You.
Proves I'm bang on it, mate.
It's a good story and all. What's
Well, I'll tell you what. I've seen that new show with Shane Ritchie on BBC One, mate. Reflex, it's called.
Oh god.
Fucking gag reflex, it fucking is, because it's making me puke every time I watch it. He makes me puke, for starters.
Shane?
Oh, he's a fucking nightmare. He is one who wants to step away from himself and fuck off.
He does. But, you know, if ever Shane Ritchie does get a little bit ahead of himself.
All a bit annoying for me. I have to listen to this.
Boogie Nights was premiered at the Churchill Theatre in Bromley in November 1997. The show was my baby. I'd sweated over it. I'd co-written it, I was starring in it, and now I was co-producing it with John and Kudos. I was kind of proud of that. You know, the last person who done that was Noel Coward. Boogie Nights was premiered at the...
I was going to play it again.
It's so good.
It's so good. I mean, do you know what? And do you know, apparently, Dickie Bird tells me that he reckoned he was joking when he said that. Like, fuck, he was.
He's been joking. He's reading his fucking autobiography.
No. When he wrote it, he was just joking.
Well, it didn't sound like he was joking.
Of course, he wasn't joking.
If he was joking, he would have put a little bit of fucking humour, mind you. Geezer ain't got no humour to fucking start with.
Well, apparently, he used to start his stand-up act with hands up, he's fucked a Nolan. So,
Oh, is that?
that was it. Hands up, he's fucked a Nolan.
He wasn't blue, was he?
Yeah. Yeah, of course he was. He used to do, like, you know, auctions and...
What, Seaside Special?
Was he on that?
Oh, he was on everything, wasn't he?
Anyway, wait, listen.
He's a cunt. That's what he is.
Yeah.
Fucking anybody who disagrees that they don't think Shane Ritchie... Poor Danny Kent, he's happy because he don't even know who fucking Shane Ritchie is, does
Of course
he?
he knows who he is.
Well, how long has he lived in America?
20-odd years. He might not know.
He's fucking lucky if he don't.
Anyway, Dan, I'm going to call you bluff now, son. You asked for this, and I bet you were joking, but we're playing it.
women do get weary wearing the same shabby dress. But to one who's weary, try a little tenderness. Oh, I may be waiting, just anticipating all of the things I may never possess. But while I'm waiting, try a little tenderness. Now, I may be sentimental, but I wanna say that I've had my griefs, oh, and I've had my cares, and just a good word, soft and gentle, makes it easier to bear. Now I might forget it, oh, but don't let me forget it. Love's all my whole happiness. And it's so easy. Try a little, oh, try a little tenderness. Tenderness.
Well, first you had a joke, I suppose, really. And I got down the wrong version. It was the Top of the Pops. It sounded awful. Top of the Pops version. That's over. Yeah, Aretha Franklin singing Try a Little Tenderness. Sublime.
Well,
Best.
can you imagine like the girls on the X Factor if they went in and sung that song? I mean, she didn't go mental.
No, she can.
Oh, she
She
can
could.
if she wanted to.
She
but
could
she
cha- she
knows
could-
when not to.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing about great singers. They know when not to. You know, these birds going...
But that's how a bird on the X Factor would do it.
Well, yeah, she'd overdo it, yeah.
She'd overdo it, mate.
She'd overdo it, yeah.
But Aretha, she didn't overdo that. She just sung it with that sweet soul voice.
Yeah, pretty much unbelievable. Well, it's Aretha, son, you know. The great singers, the great singers of the world. The Otis, Stevies, Janice. Well, Janice didn't oversing, she just shouted. But screamed in tune. She screamed in tune, lad.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, there haven't been many like her since.
No. God, it's nice and warm in here. It's cold outside. You quite warm?
Yeah. Why are you folding your arms like that then?
Let me tell you something. I was listening to one of our shows, listening back to one of our shows when I was not very well, back in the summer. Yeah. And I'm going to play a little excerpt of it next time, and I'll try and try and just get 5 minutes to it. It's where you just can't. I'm standing up asleep. And you're telling everyone that I'm standing up asleep, and you can't stand it anymore. You go, right, that's it. I'm because it's meant to be a two-way thing, and it's hilarious. Well, actually, it's not hilarious. It's pretty damn bad.
What's funny about it then?
Well, it's just I'll tell you what's funny about it. Not funny, but the great thing about listening to that is the fact that I'm still here, because I wasn't long for this world. I don't think.
No?
No, I wasn't.
How long would you have given yourself?
What like that?
Yeah.
Well, it was a few months, I think.
What would you have died of?
Probably knocking myself out.
Not knocking one out?
Well, I hope I do die of that.
No, you don't.
Why?
Because you don't want to be found fucking...
No.
With your cock fucking rigor mortis setting in. Rigor mortis setting in. Like, can you imagine, like, you know...
Well, they reckon...
I ain't got a family or anything, so...
They reckon when you die with your cock goes on, doesn't it?
Really?
Apparently so.
Is that the ultimate fucking orgasm?
Must be.
I'll try and find out.
Well, that's, I think, why they ever go at the old strangulation.
Yeah.
Just before you they come to, but of course a lot of people like...
Well, yeah, but the birds love a bit of strangulation as well.
Yeah.
What happens to them then?
I suppose they just wet themselves. I don't know.
Well, that's my greatest fear, that, you know, I've got no family or anything. There's a chance I'm going to die on my own and then won't be discovered for 3 days. And then when they discover me, they'll say, fucking hell, he's got a huge cock in his hand. He's having a J. Arthur. I'll have a cock in my hand. I'll have fucking one in the pink, one in the stink on the fucking telly. And they'll know that my last mortal act on this earth was to fucking rub one out and to spunk in my eye.
Oh. Well, maybe you don't even get to come.
Maybe you die like mid-cum.
Mid wank. Imagine that.
No,
having a right good old strum, and then right in the middle of it.
As you're about to bolt, just as you're bolting, as it's the first bit seeping out. Where does it go? Does it still come out? Does it not come out?
Well, of course it does. Of course it does. Do you really think anyone's ever died wanking?
If I die wanking, on my gravestone I want, here lies Russell Robinson. What a wanker.
Should we Google it, see if anyone's actually died having a wank? No, I can't do that.
Surely people have died having a wank.
They must have.
Yeah, sure, of course. I mean, you know, your heart's going, so...
Sure. My heart certainly goes.
So, therefore, you know, the risk of having a heart attack is fucking great, isn't it?
Yeah, it's meant to be good for you having a wank, isn't it?
What? Having a wank, having a wank, having a big fat wank. Having a wank, having a wank, having a big fat wank, having a wank, wank, wank.
Russell Stander, 1981?
Something like that, yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it is good for you or not.
Apparently so.
What, excessive? What about excessive wanking?
I used to do it. I wouldn't have the gumption to do it now.
No. Too much effort.
Too much effort, son. I mean, you know, when you're in your teens, it's one long wank, as Mel Smith once said. 12 to 18, it's one long wank, which it is. It's exactly right. But I'll tell you what, mine was extended, I think.
Sure, yeah.
Till I was about 45. Till I couldn't wank anymore.
You rubbed it out. You'd erased it. You wanked so much it was like a
I
rubber.
want to erase it.
It was like a rubber. You know, like when you used to use a rubber and it would like get smaller and smaller. That sounds. You've wanked so much. That's what happened. Thank you.
Yeah, do you know what? There's a guy who works down.
No, hold on. What's he saying?
Oh, I don't know what he's saying.
Yeah, but that's the whole point of it, isn't it?
It's all that wanking, I suppose.
Yeah, but the whole point of it is joining in, and you're going to play a song.
Have you ever had a wank on air? He says. No. Well.
No, I wouldn't have a wank with him here. Wouldn't have a wank with Sperling sitting fucking next to me, would I?
No.
I mean, you know, I'm a kinky boy, but I won't go that far.
Kinky boots.
No, kinky boy, but I won't go that far.
Anyway, did you know that there's a guy who works down the chip shop?
Yeah, I did. He swears he's Elvis.
Just like his
Good to hear that again. Adam and the Ants. Dog eat dog, eat dog, eat dog, eat dog, eat dog, eat dog.
Before that, there's a guy who works down the chip shop, swears he's Elvis by Kirsty MacColl from about 83.
Well, yeah, you're right.
That
was 81
Dog Eat Dog
or 80.
was 80, I think, Dog Eat Dog.
Yeah.
I was just saying off air that John's a cunt. No, I was just saying off air that...
Don't have to say that off air, mate.
No, I just said it on air. Adam and the Ants, they were big. They were big. I don't know if they were big in America. I'm not sure if they were big in America or not.
No, I don't think they were. I think they were big in Japan.
Don't you? Tonight. Those sort of like the One Direction of their day.
Wow. You mean more? Wow. I think yeah, but more.
What I'm saying is they had an edge to them, Adam and the Ants.
They
Fucking One Direction have got no fucking edge to them whatsoever.
Well, they've got an edge, all right.
A shit edge.
That's right. They've got a fucking edge, mate. Don't worry about that.
But it's just that's what I mean today. Like pop music, it's just not threatening, is it? I mean, that's quite threatening.
I suppose
Adam and the Ants were quite threatening.
They were threatening,
for
yeah.
parents. I mean, I loved Adam and the Ants.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
My parents were quite cool. They didn't, you know, they bought me an Adam and the Ants T-shirt. They must have been big in America because my dad went to America and he come back with an Adam and the Ants T-shirt.
It must have been underground out there.
So
just like the Smiths were underground and stuff.
Yeah, maybe. But it still was a little bit weird, a little bit no, it was a little bit edgy.
It was very edgy.
I mean, fucking, there's nothing edgy.
Well, the
about
last
One
sort of edgy.
Direction.
What was the last edgy? You know, I mean, you know, what gets me is you get bands like I mean, I Predict a Riot, right? I mean, you think that's quite a...
The Kaiser Chiefs.
Because you think that's... No, what I'm saying is, you'd say that's quite a rebellious song.
Yeah.
Now the cunt's doing the voice.
Yeah. I mean, at least when Johnny Rotten sold out, he sold out 25 years down the line.
Yeah, but hang on a second. He didn't even sell out, mate.
Well,
he walked.
Selling butter's not exactly the punk ethos, is it? But, you know,
I love those adverts.
I don't blame him for it. I think
they're great adverts.
Everybody's got to earn a living. But, you know, Kaiser Chiefs were about 5 years ago. And already...
But at least when he went on to Celebrity Get Me Out of Here, he walked.
Well,
we weren't having a bar of it. Well,
you could have said he was going to walk from the word go. They knew it, you know. They got him in there because they knew he was going to walk. They probably told him to walk.
I'll tell you what, he didn't walk before absolutely caning the shit out of that Jordan, Katie Price. he despised her. He despised her. And, of course he did.
The thing is, she didn't even know who he fucking was, though, did she?
How would she know who he was?
Wouldn't know the Sex Pistols was, would she?
She thinks she is a Sex Pistol.
No.
She's a fucking sex freak. But, you know, millionaires. Sells millions of books. So what's she on, her 7th book or something?
I don't know, mate.
7 books? I mean, what the fuck could be in them? What's in them? I'd love to read a passage. I'm gonna get one of them books, and we're gonna read a passage out of her book. No, we're not. That's such a fucking terrible idea. Strike that. It's a dreadful idea, mate.
Oh, it's just brought it all back to me, Adam and the Ants. Just brought it all back to me.
Yeah, me
Being
and all.
13.
Was you 13 or 13?
13. And I liked them.
Where was you brung up?
I wasn't brung up, mate. I was fucking dragged up.
Dragged up by the neck up.
Dragged up by my fucking arsehole.
Dragged up and drugged up.
Fucked up.
Dragged up, drugged up and fucked up.
Yeah. In that order.
Yeah, it's a good order.
Well, it's a way of life, isn't it?
It is a way of life. The old days, son. I mean, then, you know, then you had real, you know, pop groups, you know, Madness,
Specials,
Adam and the Ants, I mean, do you know what? Yeah, all right. Yeah, Duran, Spandau Ballet were crap.
Well, they were proper bands.
Do you know what, though? Now, I would rather hear 20 Duran records than One Direction.
Oh, yeah, all day long.
Here and now, boy.
All fucking day long, mate.
I mean, Planet Earth's a good song, actually. And Notorious, I didn't mind that either.
That's Nile Rodgers.
Yeah. Yeah. Ding, ding, ding.
I heard you like True.
Yeah.
It is a good song, though. But
What's that?
True. It's a good song.
True?
Yeah, by Spandau Ballet.
It's the lyric that
The lyrics that I just can't handle.
Yeah, it's a little bit... Through the barricades.
That was their attempt about Northern Ireland. Fucking yeah. Because I was sitting home one day, I thought, fuck me, I really wonder what Gary Kent thinks about the situation in Northern Ireland at the moment. Fucking, I must know. And he, lo and behold, he went and wrote it for me.
Like that one.
What was that?
Communication let me down when I'm left here. Communication let me down and I'm left here.
Yeah.
I'm left here. Oh.
Yeah. I thought you liked the gay one. Gonna work till your muscle bound. Oh.
No. Tell you what, no, the other that was a good one though. The first one they did.
Cut long story short.
Good record.
Yeah.
But they weren't really trying to be
Well, even Duran and Spandau Ballet, when Spandau Ballet first started, they was quite edgy. They was quite edgy, yeah. They was quite edgy. They went all suits and fucking soul, but they liked soul music, so they were always going to go that way, I suppose.
True. Yeah, but at least they were real bands, these bands.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they were organic. They all started, they weren't put together.
I'm trying to think of like a One Direction band from when we were growing up. I'm trying to think about it. I mean, you could say the Jacksons. The Jacksons? These people give each other new heads for Christmas, for Christ's sake.
No, how can you say the Jacksons? They were fucking family.
But the same setup. You could say like, then you could say like the
Eagles.
No, not them. Like the Four Tops would just be, but they were men.
Okay, all right, okay. Four Tops. But still, they put themselves together, though.
Yeah.
They put themselves together. The record company didn't put them together.
No. I don't know when it started that the record companies put them together.
Well, I think it must have started really with like Take That, I think, with that sort of stuff.
Because even the Bay City Rollers.
They were a band.
Yeah.
And so was Frankie Goes to Hollywood. They were a band.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't call Frankie Goes to Hollywood a boy band anyway.
No, but they were very successful, though. What? That's got nothing to do with it. What am I talking about? Whether they were successful or not. What the fuck has that got to do with it? Spice Girls...
Cunts.
Yeah, obviously. They were very much put together, and then they shout on the geezer to put them together.
Of course they did.
Fucking sluts. Then, before... I think Take That... I mean, even shit like Bros and Brother Beyond were bands... I mean, I know for a fact that Brother Beyond...
What was their it?
Well, hard to retry. But they... Yeah, but that's what they had to go to Stockholm to Walkman to have their hit. They'd been going for 4 years.
Yeah. I can't even fucking remember Brother Beyond.
Like that horrible cunt Nathan. The twat.
Nathan Detroit?
No, Nathan Detroit. Nathan Lane? No, not Nathan Lane. He's an actor.
Nathan Lane, he's an actor.
As a puff. He's an actor. Nathan something. Not Nathan Detroit. That's all I can think of now. Is Nathan Detroit.
I can't remember Brother Beyond, but does it matter?
Anyway, Brother Beyond and Bros, for example, they were trying for ages.
Yeah.
They weren't. I mean, Bros obviously weren't put together; they were brothers. But
what about the fucking quiet cunt who come in and pretended to play bass? Or maybe
Craig.
Maybe he did play bass.
What was his name? Craig. Craig. But you know what? I think he's had a successful career as a manager.
Yeah.
What? Yes. New Kids on the Block. They must have been put together.
Yeah. Well, I think America's got more than us.
Yeah. New Kids on the Block. What about YMCA? What was it? Village People, going back to then. Were they put together? They must have been
put together.
They
Sure.
must have been.
Imagine being in that meeting. Right, you're going to play the Indian. You're going to play the construction worker. You're going to play the policeman.
Oh, I know. What about even like going back to Tight Fit?
Oh yeah, that's tight fit. They were shite.
Oh, Emma told me that the woman that runs a local
Brothel.
No. A woman that runs a local open mic night, a venue, near her, was the woman who was in Tight Fit. There's one for you. There's one for the teenagers.
She done a lot of singing. Well, they only had 2 hits, didn't they? Tight fit. 2 hits with 2 tits.
There was that a whim away, which was originally a hit for I can't remember. I think it was a one hit wonder then.
Yeah.
And then
I can't remember their second hit, but it was a hit. But it was shit as well.
A hit that was shit. And then there was what about that what about the girl that with the bald head, 16-year-old?
What?
The punky girl in the 80s. Good song. I Want Candy.
Oh, that was put together. That was Malcolm McLaren.
That's McLaren, wasn't it?
Bow Wow Wow.
Yeah, Bow Wow Wow. Great song, though. I Want Candy.
No, I don't know if they was put... Was they?
They must have been. I think
she was only 14.
16.
No, she was 14 when they started.
Was she really?
Yeah, and she posed naked on the cover of the single, and she was 14. There was a whole fucking...
16.
She was 14, I'm telling you. There was a whole furore about it at the time.
A furore?
Yeah, but nobody said anything. Nobody... You didn't get that upset in them days.
No. Well, Bill Wyman. Bill Wyman blatantly. Where you going?
He said that he didn't have sex with her, though, didn't he?
Yeah,
fucking lying old
lying
pervert
fucking
cunt.
Fucker.
Fucking lying. Well, comes that cunt still alive? He's still alive. He must be about 90, Bill fucking Wyman. Still touring with his Rhythm Kings.
Great bass player.
In his day, he was a great bass player, yeah. But now, fucking... I bet you he fucking wears incontinent pants, the cunt. He probably pisses himself on stage.
Incontinental buttocks.
Fucking old. Fucking, why ain't Bill Wyman dead? I want a campaign started. Why ain't Bill Wyman dead?
He must be about 73.
He got to be in his 80s, Bill Wyman.
Shut up, you big fucking
He was older
idiot.
than the Rolling Stones when they first started.
He ain't in his 80s.
Charlie Watts isn't in his 80s.
He's not in his 80s.
I bet you Charlie Watts is fucking close to 80 years of age.
I bet you Charlie Watts is about 72.
Charlie Watts. I love Charlie Watts, but Bill Wyman, fucking Rhythm Kings. Fuck off.
41. 72 exactly.
Yeah, I'd have a stewards on that he was born in 41. Look at the fucking state of the geezer.
Yeah.
Looks like 1841 he was fucking born.
Bill Wyman's the same.
No, he's younger. He's younger.
Well, I told you.
I know, he's 77. You cunt.
He's 77.
I told you. Why is he still going out and touring? I told you he was a lot older. I knew one of them was a lot older than the Rolling Stones.
Yeah, he's 77. Yeah, he was 30 when they made it, like 28.
Fucking it. Being the pervert that we know he was because of Mandy Smith. When he was 28, when they made it, he was in fucking pedo heaven, wasn't he? He was in pedo heaven, that geezer.
What do you mean?
Well, he was 28, and the birds that were knocking around with the Rolling Stones were like 14, 15, 16, weren't they?
Yeah.
And he was like 26, 27, 28. I bet you he was like a fucking pedo in a candy shop, that geezer. Fucking nonsense left, right and centre, the dirty fucking one-eyed cunt. Wow.
That's very controversial there, Russ.
Well,
let's have a record, shall we, after that?
Let's have a...
Bit of Depeche Mode.
Bit of Depeche Mode. They're not perverts, they're a lovely band. Drug addicts, but... Well, he's a drug addict, but apart from that, they're all right.
She's not a girl who misses much. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh yeah. She's well acquainted with the touch of the velvet hand, like a lizard on a window pane. The man in the crowd with the multicolored mirrors on his hobnail boots, lying with his eyes while his hands are busy working overtime. A soap impression of his wife, which he ate and donated to the National Trust. I need a fix, 'cause I'm going down, down to the bits that I left uptown. I need a fix, 'cause I'm going down. Mother Superior, jump the gun. 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 Happiness is a warm gun. Happiness is a warm gun, mama. When I hold you in my arms and I feel my finger on your trigger, I know nobody can do me no harm, because it's a warm gun, mama. Happiness is a warm gun, yes it is. Happiness is a warm, yes it is. God, but don't you know that happiness is a warm gun, mama?
Love on a mountaintop, so high that we won't ever stop. Making love on the mountain, drinking love from the fountain. You know your daddy's money, he don't go for me. He warned you, honey, that our love can't be. I'm from the other side of the mountain, girl, but you don't care. And tonight you steal away and meet me up there, and we make love on a mountaintop. So high that we won't ever stop. Making love on the mountain, drinking love from the fountain. Loving is cool, but like I'm some kind of king. When you know I'll never have a doggone thing. But high up on the mountain, girl, we found so much. It's worth $1 million just to have your touch. And we make love on a mountaintop. So high that we won't ever stop. Making love on the mountain, drinking love from the fountain. Love on a mountaintop, so high that we won't ever stop. Making love on the mountain, drinking love from the fountain. Love on a mountaintop, love on a mountaintop, love on a mountaintop, baby, love on a mountaintop, love on a mountaintop.
you are. Ooh, excuse me. We had Depeche Mode, Everything Counts, in large amounts, from 1984. From 1968, we had on the White Album, we had Happiness is a Warm Gun by the Beatles, of course. And a bit of Northern Soul to finish it all off there with Robert Knight, Love on a Mountain Top from 1968, I think. I love a bit of Northern Soul, me. Can't go a bit wrong with it. Reminds me of Saturday nights, boogieing away to that and lots of other stuff. That fucking idiot's gone off to get a drink. I don't know what he's doing. He's such a twat. Who knows what he's doing, eh? I must apologise for my outburst about Bill Wyman before. It was, you know... I still think he was a nonce in the 60s. I think, you know... He was 26, 27, 28 when the Rolling Stones made it. And they were being followed by 14, 15-year-old kids. So, you put the maths. You do the maths. You do the maths what he was doing. We know what he was doing. Everybody knows what he was doing. The dirty boy. The dirty boy. So, let me just sort this out for a second, people. Talk amongst yourselves. Here he comes. I can hear him whistling. Can hear him whistling away like a cunt that he is. Oh, here he is.
Current affairs.
Not yet. I'll do it in a sec.
What you doing it now?
Alright, let's do this now then.
It's Current Affairs with Robbo.
Robbo, what you got for us?
Prince Harry's girlfriend, Cassandra Bonas.
Who?
Cassandra Bonas.
Oh, yeah.
Her stepdad's been found dead. Suspected suicide. Ex-merchant banker, we know what that rhymes with. Christopher Shaw, 76, was discovered by cops at his flat in Salisbury, Wiltshire. He was believed to have taken an overdose of prescription pills. He's gone. Another posh fuck dead. What do you think? You've been hearing about this geezer in the Lib Dem party who's been touching up all the women?
No.
Well, you call it touching up, but...
What's that? Who is it?
A Lib Dem Euro MP yesterday apologised... Oh no, that's not the story, sorry. The Lib Dems were plunged into civil war last night as Nick Clegg faced a courtroom shootout with unapologetic Lord Renard. The scandal-struck peer said he was taking legal advice after being suspended pending the disciplinary process for bringing the party into disrepute.
Yeah.
A source close to Lord Renard said he saw it as an abusive process after being formally cleared of sexually harassment female activists last week. The source told The Sun, "We have a solicitor and 2 QCs lined up." A writ or injunction could spark a damaging court battle. Lord Renard's shock move ended a dramatic day that left one Lib Dem campaigner calling for an Ulster-style peace process. Well, basically, it doesn't really say what he's done. But what he done was, there's 4 or 5 women who have come forward and said he placed his hand on over their clothes, on their knee, touched their bum a little bit, and said to one woman, she wanted to become an MP.
Yeah.
He went, well, let's go and talk about it in my room. I could make things happen for you. So basically, what he was saying is, let me fucking stick my posh dicky up your pleb puss, and you'll become the Lib Dem. You'll become the Lib candidate for some godforsaken backwater.
Yeah.
And they all complained about that, and now it's all gone kicked off.
We get the sack.
He's got everything they could throw at him, but he's not. This posh, oily piece of shit. Look at him, the oily. Look at that.
Oh, he's horrible, isn't he?
I mean, I'm not funny. If you were a bird and he put his hand over your knee, you'd fucking moan as well.
Oh, he looks slimy and horrible, doesn't he? He looks like one of those people that when he talks, he's dribbling and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, put it this way. You wouldn't fuck that to become an MP, would you?
I would.
You had fucked it, and you weren't even an MP.
No.
So that's the MPs there for you.
I'm a PM.
Here we go.
Who's the bird?
That is Sam, 27 from Manchester.
Right.
She don't say nothing interesting. She don't say nothing.
So we'll look at her tits.
No? Well, you wouldn't say if she was planting them in your gob, you wouldn't say no?
No, I would have to say yes.
A dad rammed his Jeep into the house of his daughter's noisy neighbour, yelling, "That's how you bang on a fucking wall!" Paul Kingsman, 52, knocked on a window and told Charlene Vernell, 25, she had 3 minutes to get out with her kids. The building firm boss then crashed his luxury Cherokee through the living room wall and drove home sobbing in his crumpled car to wait for police. Kingsman flipped after daughter Sophie, 23, said she and her baby son were kept awake for months by banging at 5 a.m. parties. She claimed Charlene was taunting her after she told the RSPCA that her neighbour left her dog out in snow. The dad caused £14,000 worth of damage to the council house in Westwood, Cambridgeshire, leaving it unsafe. Peterborough Crown Court heard last week he admitted a fray, criminal damage and dangerous driving. Yesterday, 8 months pregnant Charlene, whose kids are 6, 5 and 3, she's got another fucker on the way, said, "All I remember is seeing the sofa following me as I ran away and bricks falling down. I thought my house was going to collapse. My kids had nightmares for months." No, your kids had nightmares for months because you're their fucking mother, you cunt. "If he'd knocked on the door and not shouted, I might have quietened down a bit." Kingsman, who drove over a playground along a footpath to get to her home, said police and housing chiefs had failed to act. He added, "I thought if I damaged the property, no one could live there." He will be sentenced next month. He's taking the law into his own hands, the fella. Is that enough, hasn't he?
Fucking hell. What a twomp. Oh, that's terrible, that story.
Yeah.
Why do people have kids?
I don't know. Well, she's obviously not well, is she?
Nah.
She's obviously not well. So here we go.
Go on.
A restaurant barman tried to make a citizen's arrest on Tony Blair for war crimes in Iraq. Angry Twiggy Garcia What's he's a geezer?
Twiggy Garcia?
Yes, and made up name, isn't it? Confronted Mr. Blair as the ex-Prime Minister ate with family and friends. Twiggy, who was working at the posh eatery, said he put his hand on his shoulder and declared, "Mr. Blair, this is a citizen's arrest for crimes against peace, namely your decision to launch an unprovoked war against Iraq." He then tried to force Mr. Blair, 60, to go to a police station to answer questions over his illegal war. Mr. Blair's security guards were called, and Twiggy, 24, fled East London's Tramshed, I know where that is, Tramshed restaurant, quitting his job on the way out.
Oh, you know the restaurant?
Yes, in Shoreditch. Twiggy said, "I feel great. It's something I have wanted to do for a few years. I believe Blair was responsible for mass murder of Iraq civilians after taking our country into illegal war." He added that after his arrest on Friday, Mr. Blair said, "Shouldn't you be worried about Syria?" Twiggy of Holland Park, West London, said he kept changing the subject to Syria. One of his sons went to get the plainclothes security from downstairs, so I got out sharpish. I quit there and then. I was going to leave anyway.
What the fuck?
Jeremy Paxman has criticised modern society for seeking only to gratify themselves and told how he regrets not doing military service. Paxo, 63, who is fronting a BBC One series on First World War, said, We don't know how lucky we are. Can you imagine living in a trench in this weather? Crikey! You cunt! He told Radio Times, "I'd have done better for having time in uniform. I'm not arguing in favour of national service, but I feel in awe of my parents' generation who had to do that. We've had it pretty easy. It's difficult to comprehend a society where people are expected to do things other than gratify themselves."
Jeremy, a Paxo.
What a cunt.
Do I like Paxman, boy?
Nah, he's a fucking nonce.
I think that word's being used a bit freely now, isn't it? Everyone's a nonce. You'll write a song for Everyone's a Nonce.
You got to do it, yeah?
Yeah, it's got to be done. Let's write a song with him on the nonce. Play it on the next show.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, folks.
You didn't see the Coronation Street thing, did you? It's very well acted.
It was well acted, was it?
Yeah, it's very well acted. People were going on Twitter saying, "Oh, I'm tears." I'm getting fucking floods. You'd get in floods of tears if you knew somebody who'd suffered that illness. You know what I mean? Maybe you would cry at it.
What else was that?
Pancreatic cancer.
Oh, Christ.
But
Roger Lloyd Patt died of that, didn't he?
yeah, seems to be the trend, doesn't it?
Oh, I get it.
The way you said it.
Yeah. Who's that? Ali Ross.
Yeah.
He's good, Ali Ross, isn't he?
I'll read the Big Brother thing because you like Big Brother.
Yeah.
It was Jim Davison who set the celebrity Big Brother tone when he pointed out how thrilling it must be for the civilians, the people not in show business, to get this place after us. Like touching Hollywood, Jim. The civvies will be able to crow, "These are the toilets where Lee Ryan relieved himself, and this is the very kitchen where Jim Davison ask her about Frank Carson's dressing room. You sprinkled your magic showbiz dust all over the place and entertained us massively. In doing so, however, most of your housemates have reduced themselves to sub-civilian status and effectively ended their careers. It seems only fitting then that I should pay tribute to the latest evacuee and most dogged celebrity of them all. In the 1960s, Lionel Blair was asked to dance with Sammy Davis Jr. and he said, "Yeah, you bet." In the 1970s, he was asked to judge a talent show and said, "Yeah, why not?" In the 1980s, he was asked to play parlour games with Una Stubbs and said, "Yeah, I suppose so." And in 2014, Lionel was asked to share a house with Dappy and someone who had made a sex tape. But he still said, "Yeah, what's next?" There is no next, Lionel, but thanks to the entertainment. It says something about us, a hell of a lot. It says something about us, a hell of a lot about you, and everything about television.
He's got it there. He's got it there in a nutshell, really. He's really got it in a nutshell. The fact of the matter is, Lionel Blair went on fucking on extras on Celebrity Big Brother, the bogus one. And even and in the show, Ricky Gervais, his character, turns to Lionel Blair and says, "Lionel, what are you doing in here? And he's still fucking done it 10 years later. That's what a cunt he is."
Art imitates life.
Absolutely.
But I mean, surely, I just can't believe people love fame that much that they'll do that.
Yeah,
I can't believe it. I hope fucking every single one of them has a fucking mental breakdown and fucking is left a dribbling fucking mess that fucking can't even fucking wipe their asses.
Do you know how much money they get for doing it?
No.
Have a guess.
50 grand, 60 grand, 70, 80, 90.
$250,000 each.
Well, Channel 5 must have more fucking money than sense.
$250,000. $250,000.
Who said that?
Well, Terry saw, what's her name? He works with, what's her name now, doesn't he? Sonia from EastEnders.
Yeah. Why, is she back in EastEnders?
She's back in EastEnders.
That fat trollop?
She's not fat anymore, so.
That trollop?
Trollop. She got $250,000 for doing it. And that's Sonia from EastEnders, boy.
But I wouldn't do that for £250,000. If I was famous.
No.
If I was famous, why?
What's the point? Yeah.
You've got to be so. You must want money so badly.
Well, Linda Nolan told.
There's no way she's getting £250,000 for doing that.
Why did Sonia?
Oh, well,
Natalie Cassidy. What
who told it? She told him.
Yeah.
She's lying.
You don't believe her?
I don't believe her. No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that they would pay all of them. How much is that? How many in their house?
Well, it starts with about 10, doesn't it?
So what's 10 times $250,000?
Quite a lot.
It's about 5 million.
5 million, isn't it?
3-4 million.
They can chuck that sort of money, though.
What, Channel 5?
Of course they can. And they're going to get that back, because it's been popular, this series. You know.
Fucking, I wouldn't pay.
How do they?
I wouldn't pay. If I had money, I would pay £250,000 to Linda Nolan to fucking stick a fucking stake right through her fucking neck and taking fucking Jim fucking Davidson with her. Fucking oily gingerhead cunt.
Who?
Jim Davidson.
He's not ginger.
Well, fucking whatever he is. Racist fucking. If you Google, I didn't say this, it was on Twitter a minute ago. If you Google Jim Davidson, the 4 things that come up is abuser, racist, chalky, and sex assault or something like that. Not in the first 4 things this comedian come up.
Really?
He ain't even known as a comedian. All them kids that are watching it now, they don't even know him. Well, they don't even know him.
No.
They don't even know him. That's
What you mean? None of us are up the elephant around the castle?
That's what I have to say to my nieces. I have to say to him, oh, he was in one of the greatest television shows of all time, Up the Elephant and Round the Castle. You missed it? Google it. Get it on YouTube. You'll laugh your heads off.
Up the elephant and round the castle. One of the most unfunniest shows.
Ever. You know. It just shows you that TV was just as shit years ago. And
Anita Dobson was in that. I remember her in it.
fucking, it's all shit.
Up the elephant and round the castle.
That's what I mean. That's what I said to
Did
my...
he do another comedy thing at all? Comedy show.
That's what I said to my niece, though, my 15-year-old. I said to her, you don't even know who Jim Davidson is. You don't even know who he is. Who the hell... She must think, who the hell is Jim Davidson? Well, she obviously asked Craig. But...
Do they watch Big Brother?
The kids do, yeah. But she can't know. So who could she know in there? My 15-year-old knows. She could know Dappy.
She'll know Dappy, yeah. Louisa from Apprentice.
She didn't. I don't know if it depends if they watch The Apprentice or not. But she might know her. She wouldn't know the other one. Who's the model? She wouldn't know that one, would she?
Casey, yeah. No.
Wouldn't know. She'd know the.
No one fucking knew her.
She'd know the twat from Blue. She wouldn't know Lionel Blair. There's no way she would. No way a 15-year-old Lionel Blair is.
I'm struggling to remember him.
Fucking, I think he must be as well. The American Bird, she wouldn't know who that was. The one who made the sex tape.
Jasmine.
Linda Nolan, she wouldn't have a fucking clue who that is. Nobody fucking knew who Linda Nolan was.
I don't think Linda Nolan knows who she is.
Who else is in there?
That Liz.
Yeah, a journalist, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hmm?
She's a fucking weird fucker, she is. She's absolutely strange, mate.
She's strange, but I like her.
Play a record.
I'm going to play a record because we talked about Big Brother enough and it's fucking shit. Here's a bit of something that's not shit.
Wandering Jews, free to wander wherever they choose, are traveling together in the Sangre de Cristo, in the blood of Christ mountains of New Mexico. On the last leg of a journey they started a long time ago, the arc of a love affair, rainbows in the high desert air, mountain pass glasses slipping into stones. Hearts and bones, hearts and bones, hearts and bones. Thinking back to the season before, looking back through the cracks in the door. Two people were married, the act was outrageous, the bride was contagious, she burned like a bride. These events may have had some effect on the man with the girl by his side. The arc of a love affair, his hands rolling down her hair. Love like lightning shaking till it moans. Hearts and bones, hearts and bones, hearts and bones, hearts and bones. She said, why don't we drive through the night? We'll wake up down in Mexico. Oh, why? I don't know nothing about no Mexico. And tell me why won't you love me for who I am, where I am? He said, 'cause that's not the way the world is, baby. This is how I love you, baby. This is how I love you, baby. Wandering Jews return to their natural coasts to resume old acquaintances and step out occasionally and speculate who have been damaged the most. Easy time will determine if these consolations will be their reward. The arc of a love affair waiting to be restored. You take two bodies and you twirl them into one. Their hearts and their bones, oh, they won't come undone. Hearts and bones, hearts and bones, hearts and bones, hearts and bones.
Ocean conversations and how they bore me. Yeah, they go on and on endlessly. No matter what I say, you'll ignore me anyway. I might as well talk in my sleep. I can weep. You try to make me feel so small until there's nothing left at all. Why go on just hoping that we'll get along? There's no communication left between us. But is it me or you who's to blame? There's nothing I can do. Years are fading out of view. Don't know if I feel joy or pain. In such a shame. And now it seems it's all been said. If you must leave, then go ahead. Should feel sad, but I really believe that I'm glad. I really believe that I'm glad. I really believe that I'm glad.
Oh, Supertramp, Casual Conversation. Two mellow ones there.
Oh, lovely.
Supertramp, Casual Conversations, Hearts and Bones by Paul Simon from the album Hearts and Bones 1983.
Yeah. Casual Conversation from the album Breakfast in America, 1979.
Yeah, 79, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Well done.
Two fantastic albums. One great, one a big success, one a flop.
Bit like my cock.
Yeah. Well, what else you got for us?
Oh, this will show you people who don't live in England are listening or will listen afterwards, and they don't live in England. This will show you this will tell you what England's like in this day, in 2014. I'm afraid. Two savages revel in almost beating a stranger to death as motorists ignore the horror. The victim, 51, was left at their mercy, face down in a gutter as 17 cars went by. He was saved when a good Samaritan finally did pull over. The muggers, who mercilessly kicked him in the head and stamped on him, fled with his mobile phone and watch. Cops issued chilling CC... This paper's full of cops. Call them the police. We're not in America, we're in England. In America, they call them the cops. In England, we call them the police, don't we?
Yeah.
What are they fucking doing? That's just shit journalism, you cunts. Police issuing chilling CCTV footage yesterday as their victim, left scarred for life in Bosley Green, Birmingham, told how he was too sickened to view it himself. He branded the robbers who pounced just after 1 a.m. as he walked home from a pal's birthday cowards and thugs. The man urged witnesses who drove by to contact cops, saying, "Cops, they're here again. Contact cops, saying of the brutes, they need to be removed from our streets." 17 cars drove past while this geezer was getting a kicking. Would you have stopped, do you think? Or are you indicative of today's society?
Well, yeah.
I'd like to think I would have stopped.
I like to think I would have stopped. But, hang on. I've got a battle for you.
Yeah.
You see, the trouble is, you don't know what's going on. And, you know, you could... I mean, you get out and try and save him while he's getting a kicking.
Yeah.
Well, you're likely to get killed yourself. No?
Well, you could do, but
And you don't know the coup. You don't know what's going on.
you think if you pulled over, they would run away.
Would they? That's what I mean.
Well, they normally do, these
Do
people.
they? Do they normally?
If you normally get out, say, "Oh, wait!"
Yeah, but who knows, Russ? It's different when you...
I don't know if I could...
Always think of Fargo. Always think of Fargo, boy.
What about it?
Well, when they've just killed that policeman
Yeah.
in the car,
Yeah.
and two old people drive past and slow down, and he looks at them, and she goes to him, "Quick, drive on, don't slow down." But he's had a look and seen it, so the bloke chases after him and kills him.
That's a film.
I'm just saying, there are people like that out there, and you don't know.
Yeah, in fucking La La Land, mate.
No, not La La Land, boy.
The only people over here who do that are the fucking old Bill.
Yeah.
They're the ones who fucking chase after you and fucking shoot you through the window.
All I'm saying is this: it's all
The
very,
cops.
It's all easy for them to print and say, 17 people drove past, and
Well, if two of them people had stopped, they would, they wouldn't have killed two people.
no, that's true.
To see people, I'd like to think that I would stop if I saw somebody getting stamped on. I don't know if I would.
But hang on a sec. But you still don't know what the coup is, and also was it dark?
Yeah.
It was dark.
Whatever the coup is, if you see somebody getting stamped on...
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you're driving past. You don't exactly know what's going on. You just see a kerfuffle. And
So what would you do if you saw a bird getting beaten up by a geezer? Like punch?
Well, that's a
possibly.
bit different. That's a bit different. It's not driving past. I don't know what I'd do if I drove past. I think I'd keep on driving, I'll be honest with you. Not
Come on,
really
be
not-
honest.
Come on. I don't know.
Well, it's one of them ones.
I think it's
Let's
awful.
hope we never have to find out.
Absolutely.
Let's hope we never have to find
I
out.
think it's absolutely awful that it happened. But I can still understand why the drivers drove past.
Well, let's hope. Anyway, we're now entering... I wish we had a jingle for Nonce Watch, because we're entering the world of the nonces now.
Yeah.
The TV nonces, I'm going to call them.
Right.
Corrie actor William Roach was branded a cockroach with a capital C by a co-star, a court heard yesterday. One of his alleged sex assault victims claimed Peter Adamson, who was
Hey, Peter Adams,
who played Len Fairclough in the soap, issued the warning, adding that the Ken Barlow actor would lead you astray. You want to stick with me, love? You come down the swimming baths with me.
Hey! No, that's the blind leading the blind, isn't it?
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, the man who called William Roach a cockroach and will lead this girl astray was found guilty of molesting two young girls, and I mean very young girls.
About
9 years of age, in the swimming pool in Manchester in about 1980. 83. So...
Lenny!
So,
and that's where we've got the saying, having a let up.
having a let up, yeah. The woman, known only as Girl D, alleges Roach fondled her boobs and put his hand up her skirt when she was aged around
They all
14
have fond of the boobs, didn't they?
in the late 1960s. Cross-examined yesterday by the defendant's lawyer, Lewis Blackwell QC, she claimed Adamson, who died in 2002, made the remark at the studio. She said Len Fairclough said he would lead us astray. He called him a cockroach with a capital C.
Yeah.
He said you want to keep your eye on him. The women admitted.
And while you keep your eye on him, you keep his hand on your ass.
Yeah, the woman admitted she at first told the police this remark was made by Johnny Briggs, Mike Baldwin in Corrie, but had since corrected herself. It came as the woman's sister, Gail E, in the case, told the court Roach forced her to perform a sex act on him as he gave her and a friend a lift in his gold Rolls Royce.
Gold.
The woman, now 57, told the jury she offered to climb into the back of the car she offered to climb into the back of the car with her pal, but he insisted she sit next to him in the front. She alleged that the dad of five then fumbled about before placing her hand on his genitals and moving it up and down. She claimed afterwards Roach gave them £5 to get a bus home.
Go on, son.
We know what Tommy Steele said. It's half a sixpence.
And half a sixpence means half a rub down.
Right, that's the end of that one. Now we go on to DLT, the airy pervert.
It gives the story, doesn't it?
DLT, this is. Radio 1 star Dave Lee Cherry was yesterday branded a dirty old perv by a British Airways worker he allegedly molested at 2 corporate parties.
Good boy.
The veteran Top of the Pops host forced a 23-year-old to dance before shoving his hand into her underwear, it was claimed. The court heard Travis, now 68, DJ'd at the 2 BA functions attended by hundreds of staff in Manchester in 1993. At the first one, the woman said he put on the lambada, a Brazilian dance popular at the time. He then grabbed her on the dance floor, saying, "I'm claiming the next dance for myself." She said he kept pinning me to his leg and grinding against me. He was making me slide down his leg. I could feel he was sexually aroused. I was trying to get away, but didn't want to cause a fuss because there was bosses there. Weeks later at a BA Christmas party, Travis allegedly made a beeline for the woman and again forced her to dance the lambada. He later dragged her onto his lap at a table. The worker, who cannot be named, told the court she was really scared. She said his left hand started creeping up my leg. He forced it up my skirt and into my underwear. My hands were on his hands trying to push it away. He was old enough to be my dad. He was a dirty old perv. The pair were surrounded by BA bosses. She said in a bid to escape she snatched up a raffle ticket, joking, "I didn't win anything." She claimed he slapped the ticket onto his forehead, saying, "You've won a key to my room." When a pal tried to rescue her, Travis allegedly said, Don't confer with your friends." Asked why she didn't report it at the time, she said, "I didn't think anyone would believe me."
But hang on.
Hold on. Stephen Volo, defending at London's Southwark Crown Court, described the claims, first reported in 2012, as pure fantasy. He asked her, You didn't realise your story would be investigated and people spoken to, did you? You've been caught out." The jury heard Travis also forced his hand up the skirt of a student nurse, 21, after a do for insurance firm Norwich Union in Norfolk in the early 1980s. Travis, real name David Griffin, denies 13 counts of indecent assault on a sexual assaulting a girl as young as 15. Oh, when are they going to get to the? I want him nicked. I want him guilty.
There's just no stories there, really. Stuck his hand up their skirt.
You stuck your hand up many a girl's skirt, haven't
I
you?
have. Oh,
Yeah.
I think so.
It's you know, if they don't want it.
In his faces days. I don't know what I did. I was very drunk at the time, I know that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What? That's about it. Not a lot in the paper.
No?
Not a lot to get excited about. It's all crap. I think we'll wind down now, won't we?
Want to wind down, boy?
Well, this is quite a long song, so we'll wind down with it.
We'll wind down with this.
This is The Master. Yeah, everybody knows.
The Master.
Live at the Monterey Pop Festival in 1967.
Get a load of this.
He talked gobbledygook, but when didn't he talk gobbledygook? But, oh my God, when he plays the guitar, we know who it is. It's Jimi Hendrix. He's doing Bob Dylan's Like a Rolling Stone. Get fucked. It's good.
Yes, as I said before, it's really groovy. I'd like to bore you for about 6 or 7 minutes to do a little thing. Yeah. Excuse me for a minute. Just let me play my guitar, all right? Right now, we're doing a thing by Bob Dylan. That's his grandma over there. It's a little thing called Like a Rolling Stone. upon a time you dressed so fine, threw the bumps of diamond in your prime. Or didn't you? People call, say, beware, dog. You're bound to fall. You thought they all. Well, couldn't you? You used to laugh about everybody that was hanging out. Look at you, but now you don't talk so loud. Now you don't, baby, seem so proud. If I happen to be scrounging, yeah, you're next me. Yeah, how does it feel? Oh, how does it feel, baby? To be on your own. School, all right, Mr. Lonely Bud, you know you only used to get juice in the air. Nobody here to taught you how to live on the streets, and now you just gonna have to get used to it. You say you never compromise. Mystery tramp, but now you got to realize he's not selling any alibi as he stands in the vacuum of his eyes. He says, hey baby, would you like to make a deal? How does it feel, baby? How does it feel? Beyond your road, your direction of complete unknown. Look at you like a rolling stone. Other people and all the pretty people, they all laugh and drink and thinking that they got it made. Yeah. Exchanging all precious gifts and things, but you better take your diamond ring. I think you better pawn it, babe. Yes, I know, Mr. Burns, don't worry. You used to be so amused at the pulling and rags and the sweet talk daddy you. Go to him now, he calls you. You can't refuse. When you ain't got nothing, you got nothing to lose. You're invisible now, you got no secrets to conceal. How does it feel? How does it feel, baby, to be on your road? No direction, oh. I'm a clean road. Look at you, like a rolling stone.
little tune around named Rock Me Baby, you know. No, this kind of... Yeah. Well, gee, we got our own little Rock Me Baby to go something like this here. The words will be wrong. But that's all right. Dig this anyway.
Oh, Jimmy.
Dig that anyway. I digged it.
Oh, I digged it and I dug it.
That's Jimi Hendrix from the Monterey Pop Festival.
1967.
67.
Not bad.
Not bad. Not bad
We were
at all.
just saying, all three of those men are dead. And what gets me, when you hear someone like that, it's so alive, that music. It's so
Yep.
vibrant that how you know.
That could be the three people that made it.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, if there is a heaven,
They're rocking.
they're rocking, mate. Because
Well,
the
Jim-
Jimi Hendrix experience is up there.
The one on the guitar was dead 3 years after that.
Yeah.
He was gone. He was here and then he was gone. Unlike Bill Wyman, he was here and he keep fucking being here and he won't fucking leave.
43 years ago. 44 years ago nearly. This year. 44 years ago that man's been dead. And it still sounds as fresh.
Yep.
Oh.
What can you do, eh?
Well, it's time to go, Russ. It's time to go. It's time for us to
Say happy
say
trails.
happy trails to you all. Nice little show. Enjoyed myself.
Had a good time?
Yeah, of course. Nice mellow show.
Yeah, we played mellow music tonight.
Yeah, well, apart from...
Even that's quite mellow,
That's
really.
quite mellow, really, yeah.
Well,
Well,
it's a Tuesday night.
It is a Tuesday night.
You got
That's
to be
right.
a bit mellow, ain't you?
Haven't you? We'll be back, I should think,
Friday?
maybe Friday?
Yeah.
No, we won't.
Why?
It's eviction night.
Oh, right, okay. Saturday or Sunday then?
Big Brother's eviction night. And tomorrow night.
Maybe Thursday. If I'm not playing.
If you're not playing football.
Well, there is football, but there's 8 of us, so it's too many 8. You really only want 7.
Yeah. So we might do a show Thursday.
So I might drop out.
Might get a Thursday show out of us.
If not, it'll be the weekend.
Yeah.
But thanks whoever's been there today.
Yeah.
Danny Kent, when you were there. Thank you. Appreciate it. Here's Roy Rogers to tell you the way it fucking is.
Happy trails to you.
Happy trails. Have a nice week. Piss off.
Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds if we're together? Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather. Happy trails to you till we meet again. Some trails are happy ones, others are blue. It's the way you ride that trail that counts. Here's a happy one for you. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds if we're together? Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather. Happy trails to you till we meet again. Happy trails to you till we meet again.
Oi, that Lord fucking cunt from the Liberal Democratic Party. You slimy, oily, perverted fuck. Fucking come sleep with me and I'll get you to be an MP. You cunt. I'll fucking knock your fucking slimy, oily nose off out of its fucking face. You dirty, oily, slimy, rich, fucking bastard. Yeah, horrible bastard.